Good evening and welcome to KGW News at 5. I'm Catherine Cook. We begin tonight with a community effort to try and stop gun violence before it starts. According to Portland police, there have been nearly 350 shootings this year from January to April. One park seeing a lot of that violence is setting up tonight for positivity instead of crime. Daisy Caballero takes us to Dawson Park.
This is the 75th Bullet-Free Weekend event, and it's happening here at Dawson Park in the heart of the Elliott neighborhood. And it's happening here for a reason, as it's part of a North Portland area that's been impacted by gun violence.
I love to see mostly just the funds going up and the guns coming down.
The Portland Police Bureau is reporting nearly 500 shooting incidents took place last year. At least 3 of them happened at or near Dawson Park, claiming the life of a Portland man, Mark Johnson.
We place our events with areas where trauma's at so we can begin the healing process.
Lionel Irving is the founder of Love is Stronger and one of the hosts of Bullet-Free Weekends, an event to bring awareness to gun violence.
We come before shots are fired and we have a positive influence on the environment. My guys have been at Dawson Park for the last year and some change, for 4 to 8 hours a day, every day.
That includes Talmadge Ellis with Love is Stronger, who says he's de-escalated 51 situations where shots could have been fired if he weren't there around Portland, including Dawson Park.
I've sat down with a lot of different gang members, rivals that doesn't get along with each other, and I've mended it and got them to come together and come as one. Put their guns down and get their funds up.
These pop-up events also serve as a way for Black-owned small businesses to connect with the community and positively influence kids and teens.
It is very important because as a mother with boys, I would like to keep my boys entertained and out of the streets, and I like to help others in the community come together to keep the violence to a minimum.
And that's what the group Soldiers of Love is aiming to do. Nate Bunn is 16 and is with Soldiers of Love. His family members have been victims of gun violence, and he's doing what he can to be a positive influence on the youth around him.
You only get one life and there's no coming back, so it's a lot of hard decisions and it's a lot of extra stuff you have to do within that. Like me, I'm out here, I don't have to worry about nobody harming me. I don't have to worry about anything like that. I don't have to look over my shoulder, and I feel like that's the way life should be.
Daisy Caballero, KGW News.
And take a look at this. This is witness video posted on Twitter of yesterday's incident at the Grand Floral Parade in Northeast Portland. Police say a driver went around the barricades and onto the parade route. You can see that pickup truck driving erratically back and forth across the street and people frantically trying to get out of the way, followed by a police motorcycle trying to get the driver to stop. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Police finally caught up to that pickup and arrested the driver, 42-year-old Sydney Meacham. Meacham has an extensive criminal record and is now facing several new charges. He's due in court tomorrow. A Washington County man who tried to elude police in an excavator last summer has been arrested again, this time for allegedly running from police. The excavator chase happened last August. Deputies were trying to serve Jesse Shaw with 3 warrants. Charges included delivery of meth and eluding law enforcement agents in other counties. Yesterday, deputies say they were once again looking for Shaw on several other warrants and an alleged parole violation. Sheriff's officials say when they reached Shaw's property, he drove down a dirt road, ditched his car, then ran into the woods. Deputies caught up with him in a deep ravine. They needed help from the bank's fire department to get him out. Shaw is being held in the Washington County Jail on multiple charges. Portland police need your help to find who's responsible for a string of thefts at a Southwest Community Center on Southwest 45th Avenue. Since January, police have taken 8 reports of locker break-ins with thieves taking credit cards and car keys. Mara LeGrand says thieves stole her keys and wallet before leaving the community center in her car. LeGrand says her dogs were in the car and were taken as well.
I wish Southwest Community Center would post something that says, do not leave anything valuable
LeGrand says the thief immediately used her credit cards before she canceled them. Southwest Community Center staff tell us they do provide locks for people who request them. Developing now in Northeast Portland, firefighters are battling a brush fire that broke out just south of PDX. This is in the 8500 block of Northeast Alderwood Road near Northeast 82nd. Now, at last check, it was about 100 by 100 feet. But as we know, conditions are very dry out there. We have a crew on the way and we'll keep you posted. It's another gorgeous day in the Rose City. If you like blue skies and temperatures in the upper 70s, that sort of thing. Let's bring in meteorologist Joe Ranieri with a look ahead at the week to come.
I would describe today and really this weekend as picture perfect, and it's going to be just as nice heading into tomorrow, Catherine, but I say just as nice, but I should say much warmer by about 15 degrees or so. Now, we're going to be looking at highs by this time tomorrow afternoon, right around the upper 80s to 90 degrees. As we look at the weather headlines, though, for this week, we're going to be much cooler for Tuesday, and we'll gradually see our temperatures drop off. And if you're hoping for some rain that we saw just a couple of days ago, heavier rain does arrive later on in the week, but most likely not until late Friday night and into Saturday. Currently, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 70s out there later part of this afternoon, evening. 79 over in Troutdale. Boring, you're at 74 degrees along the east side of the state. We're all looking at very comfortable temperatures. I know it's kind of sound like a broken record the last couple of days describing it, but the mid to the upper 70s for early part of June, almost the mid part of June, isn't all that bad at all. Now, along the Oregon coast, these clouds are finally starting to lift. This is what it's like out in Lincoln City with a temperature of 61 degrees. A couple of hours ago, those clouds were pretty thick, but coming up in my detailed forecast, I'll talk more about what's in store for later part of this week. And when I say gradually cool off, I'll describe more about what that means exactly.
Joe, thanks. The weather couldn't have been more perfect for this longtime Rose Festival tradition, the Dragon Boat Races at Waterfront Park. They've been a part of the Rose Festival since 1989, and this year, more than 60 teams from around the world competed in the two-day event, including the Flying Dragons from Alaska Airlines.
Last year was a very challenging year with the weather. It was super intense and raining. And this year it's beautiful, and our goal and hope is that we'll be able to feel that grass seats behind us with people and just bring people back together.
The races are put on by the Portland Kaohsiung Sister City Association. It is graduation season, and one group of high school seniors in Portland made it a very memorable one for someone from their past. Their kindergarten teacher. Most of them hadn't seen her in about 12 years. They figured it was time to fix that while wearing their caps and gowns. Blair Best brings us this heartwarming story.
Ask anyone, and they almost always can remember their kindergarten teacher. And in this case, these 20 high school seniors, all about to graduate, are going back to see theirs for the first time in 13 years.
Oh my God.
They surprised Sabin Elementary kindergarten teacher Emily Foster in the very classroom they first met her.
All of a sudden, these high school graduates started walking in, and it kind of shocked me. It blew my mind.
But it was overwhelming, I think, a little bit. I mean, I think she was super excited to see all of us.
Foster has been teaching for 42 years, but she remembered each of the high school graduates like it was yesterday.
Oh man. Yeah, I do two sisters. Yeah. There's the middle one. Yeah.
She was our first teacher that most of us ever had. I met most of my friends that I'm still friends with today in that class. So, I mean, just being able to say I've known them since the first day of kindergarten.
Foster called it the surprise of her life.
It was just fun to see all of them, and then just looking at them and thinking about what they were like when they were kids.
She's impacted so many of them, doing a job she loves.
It's amazing. I don't really think about that. I think about, what I'm doing right now, and it's like I get paid to do this, and I can't believe that I get paid to do this, because it's really
The seniors graduated from Grant High School over the weekend and have this message to leave behind.
just listen to your teacher because they know what's best and they will get you where you need to go. And sometimes it might not seem like that, but they do have your best intentions in heart, and they definitely care about you a lot.
Blair Best, KGW News.